Hello, good morning, good evening. That's Aviation George in Yellowknife, Canada. Meeting with Mikey McBride, General Manager of the wonderful Buffalo Airways. Mikey, how is Buffalo Airways doing?
Good, good. Well, hopefully it's a little bit warmer. It's not summer hasn't hit yet, but yeah, been very busy with the big aircraft, and yeah, firefighting got to an early start, so it's quite busy.
You added a new member to the fleet, the first jet.
Yeah.
Within decades. So
Yeah, there's actually been a few. There's the 737, so most people have known us for like DC-3, C-46s, and DC-4s. But yeah, we have the 737-300 all freighter, 100% freighter, special freighter they call it. Got Twin Otter now, Beech 1900D. Yeah, and we got a new 802 on the line, and we bought two new CL215s this year.
Also noch schnell, es hat immer noch ein paar Propliner, aber sie haben jetzt eben auch einen Jet und ein paar moderne Flüge, aber das ist nicht so wichtig. So, but you still got the DC-3 and the C-46 flying.
Yes, DC-3 still flying, 46 still flying. The DC-4s are parked. We got about 13 of them if anyone wants to buy one. Yep.
Okay. And we just saw one of the C-46 on the other side of the airfield. Is that done or will it?
No, TPO. We ran out of engines. So last summer, it was the biggest firefighting season in all of Canadian history.
Yeah, that's what you heard, yeah.
And also, Greece ordered a lot of engines for their CL215s.
They still got pistons.
So Anderson Aeromotive is the one overhaul shop we had, and they were backed up. So we only had enough engines for one C-46.
Oh, that's the reason, yeah. Also sie haben nur noch ein paar Motoren für C6, wie es drum fliegt. So just the one 50 Fox
Yep, AVO.
AVO is flying.
Yeah, an old German bird.
Yeah, it's an old Lufthansa plane. So what are your plans for the future? More jets or
The future,
more turboprops?
the future is just what's the end of the day.
Okay.
We gotta get to the end of the day and see what tomorrow is. It's there is no real 5-year plan like they would try to teach you in school to do. Here, it's all customer based, what the customer needs, what the firefighting needs, and all that stuff is it changes very rapidly. So that's why there's so many different types of airplanes. We don't know what tomorrow's customer will need.
Okay.
And you don't want to be stuck with an airplane that can't do tomorrow's job.
Yeah. And you operated two only freighter Electras in the world, I think.
Yeah, the last two freighters in the world, and the reason why is because they land on gravel.
Oh.
Big door, heavy floor, and they can land on gravel. Most places in the world now, you got very lucky. You got pavement. You got pavement airstrips. Where we operate, where people are not that lucky. So we gotta get everything in. No roads in, and gravel strips. That's why Alaska is Alaska, and the territories is the territories. Is just that.
Also die Electras können auf Gravel, also auf Schotterpisten landen, darum fliegen sie da noch als Frachter. You have some more Electras as firefighters?
Yeah, we have two Electra air tankers on base right now. And also because they operate in and out of gravel, which is something a 37 can't do, or a lot of the modern airplanes can't do gravel. But Yeah, so we got 2 freighters, and I think we have about 5 or 6 parts airplanes.
Yeah. We were just visiting Red Deer. We saw a lot of ex-Convair and one
Yeah.
Electra. You bought the whole fleet of them?
Yeah, strictly the Convair 580s because of the engines and props for the Electras.
For the Electras, yeah.
And that's to keep them going. So unfortunately, the Convair's best asset at this time is its engines and props. But it's a mighty fine airplane, but we got to keep the Electras going.
Yeah. Is there a shortage of avgas here up in the north, or you still have, or is it high priced?
Avgas is a floating issue. They actually had an issue here in Shell. It's been amazing. We had to bring in a B-train tanker in the yard for only avgas. So avgas is an ongoing issue, but there is avgas.
Okay.
So that's the thing. But ever since I was a little kid, they all said another 5 years, and that's a common thing with vintage aviation. You always hear another 5 years. DC-3, another 5 years, and that's been since the 80s.
Ja. Also Avgas haben sie noch vorläufig und das heisst immer wieder einfach für die nächsten 5 Jahre und sonst, aber es ist immer 5 Jahre. Wir hoffen, dass there will be a lot of another 5 years. Yeah.
Well, a funny thing, if you look at Air Classics magazine in 1986, they did a story on the last C-46.
Yeah.
This is the last C-46 in Canada. And at that time, Jeff Schroeder, our ops manager, hadn't even flown it yet. And he's the highest time 46 pilot. He's got over 23,000 hours.
Wow, on the C-46.
On the C-46. Highest time there'll ever be. Yeah. And when the magazine said it was done, it was just beginning. So you can't count the airplanes out. Yeah. Even when Buffalo Airways is done with them, there'll be a use somewhere down the line.
Somebody turning in.
Oh yeah, dog off camera.
Okay, how about people? How many employees you have at the moment? Or are you looking for pilots or mechanics?
Employees are always around 100.
Okay.
Again, remember, we're not just an airline. We got a cargo company,
Yeah.
Buffalo Express, which is different from most airlines, except DHL and FedEx and UPS. But so it's kind of intermingled. The Boeing that's loading out there right now has got a mix of basically 3 of our companies loading it right now. So, but the core Buffalo area is about 100 people, and then as you get probably around 150, 160 for everybody.
Okay, so etwa 100 people, Leute arbeiten immer da und etwa bis in der Saison 150, 160. Okay. So, and your father, Joe, we met him just before, is still flying?
Yeah, Fuzz still flying. Fuzz DC-3, Norseman, N3N, and the Baron.
Wow. And the schedule to Hay River, that's no more.
Just freight. So now
Just freight.
So we run nightly to Edmonton and Hay River for freight.
Yeah.
And then all the passenger stuff moved to the King Air 1900 and Twin Otter.
Okay.
Yes, and it's all on charter and contracts with mining companies.
Yeah. So last question, what's your favorite aircraft?
My favorite aircraft is the C-46 for sure. My favorite aircraft individually is WZS, our 1DC-3 that was in D-Day. It's my favorite. It's one I jumped out of on the 75th anniversary of D-Day, which is, we're coming up on the... No, I jumped out on the 70th anniversary of D-Day.
Today
is it today?
4th.
Oh, 4th? So June 6th.
Yeah, June 6th.
June 6th. And so on the 70th anniversary of D-Day, I jumped out of WZS. On the 75th anniversary D-Day, we got the DTD out of Montreal. We saved that D-Day DC-3. And then
I think we saw it in Red Deer.
Yeah, it's in Red Deer. And then this D-Day, I'll probably just be working. So for the 80th, I'll just be probably just a normal day. But I see a lot of the DC-3s over in France right now, which is really cool.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
No, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And keep all these birds,
Ja.
these wonderful birds, flying.
Oh ja.
Also, danke vielmals. Das war's gesehen aus Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, Canada.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hallo.